You've tried everything. You bought expensive cat trees, interactive toys, puzzle feeders, that laser pointer your cat obsesses over for exactly 47 seconds before losing interest. Your indoor cat is still bored. They're sleeping 18 hours a day. They're not playing. They're not engaged. They're just existing. And you're starting to realize that all the expensive products in the world aren't fixing the fundamental problem. Here's what most cat owners don't realize: cat boredom isn't solved by spending more money. It's solved by understanding what cats actually need psychologically. And there's one specific $5 trick that, when implemented correctly, is more effective at stopping indoor cat boredom than hundreds of dollars in commercial products. Most cat owners have never heard of it. The ones who have usually dismiss it as too simple. But the science is clear: this one trick, repeated regularly, transforms indoor cat engagement. Today at Creature Code, we're revealing the $5 trick that stops indoor cat boredom forever. And here's what's going to surprise you: the trick isn't about the object itself. It's about how you use it. The final layer of this technique is so counterintuitive that most people get it wrong. But once you understand the mechanism, you'll see why this works better than expensive toys. Let's decode it. Before we reveal the $5 trick, we need to understand why your cat gets bored with toys. Most owners buy a toy. Their cat plays with it intensely for a few days, then ignores it completely. You think, my cat's not interested. But what's actually happening is your cat adapted to it. The novelty wore off. A 2019 study in applied animal behavior science found that cats showed peak engagement with toys in the first 3 to 7 days. After that, engagement dropped by 68% regardless of toy quality or expense. The problem isn't the toy. It's that your cat's brain adapts quickly to static objects. Here's the key mechanism: cats evolved to hunt unpredictable prey. Prey that moves differently each time. Prey that surprises them. Static toys become predictable. And predictable isn't interesting to a predator. A $50 toy becomes boring faster than a $2 toy if they're both static and predictable. But here's where it gets interesting. Because there's a way to make cheap toys stay engaging indefinitely. The trick is this: don't buy new toys. Rotate the ones you have. Here's the system. Week 1, present toys A, B, and C to your cat. Week 2, remove toys A, B, and C. Put away completely. Present toys D, E, and F. Week 3, remove D, E, F. Reintroduce A, B, C. Week 4, remove A, B, C. Introduce D, E, F again. Repeat infinitely. The magic: when you reintroduce a toy after 1 to 2 weeks of absence, your cat's brain treats it as novel again. A 2021 study in behavioral processes found that cats showed peak engagement with reintroduced toys, approaching original engagement levels, even if the toy had been completely abandoned when actively available. The absence period resets the novelty counter. The cost: you need maybe 6 to 8 toys total to run this rotation. That's roughly $5 to $15 depending on what you buy. One-time investment. Here's what's happening in your cat's brain. When a toy is constantly available, your cat's brain learns: I understand this object. I know what it does. It's predictable. Predictability equals boring. The brain stops paying attention. But when a toy disappears for 1 to 2 weeks and reappears, your cat's brain recalculates. Wait, what is this? I haven't seen it recently. Is this new prey? Is it worth investigating? A 2020 study in Neuroscience Letters found that environmental objects reintroduced after 1 to 2 weeks of absence activated similar neural pathways as novel objects. Your cat's brain can't tell the difference between new toy and old toy that's been missing. The result: sustained engagement through the rotation cycle. Here's exactly how to implement the $5 trick. Step 1. Acquire toys strategically. Buy 6 to 8 inexpensive toys, $1 to $3 each. Variety matters. Wand toys, balls, mice, crinkle toys, interactive toys. Total investment, $6 to $24. Step 2. Create your rotation schedule. Divide toys into 2 to 3 groups. Week 1. Group A available week 2. Group B available week 3. Group A available again. Repeat. Step 3. Put away toys completely. Don't leave unused toys visible. Out of sight equals out of mind for your cat. Put them in a closet or cabinet your cat can access. Step 4. Reintroduce with ritual. When you bring toys back, introduce them like they're new. Play with them yourself to demonstrate engagement. Your cat will be more likely to play if they see you engaged. The timing matters. 1 to 2 weeks is the sweet spot. Shorter than that, and your cat remembers them. Longer, and they might forget completely, which is fine, but unnecessary. The rotation system works. But you can make it even more effective by adding environmental changes. Placement rotation. Don't leave toys in the same location. Rotate where toys are placed when reintroduced. Hidden in new locations equals increased novelty. Toy modification. Stuff one toys with different materials each cycle. Change what's inside. Treat toys. Modify toys between rotations slightly. Interactive pairing. Play with your cat when toys are first reintroduced. 10 to 15 minutes of active engagement. Your participation increases engagement by 34% in studies. A 2019 study in applied animal behavior science found that rotation plus environmental changes plus owner participation increased sustained engagement by 61% compared to rotation alone. Here's the counterintuitive truth. A $50 toy left out permanently is less engaging than a $2 toy rotated every other week. Why? Because engagement is driven by novelty and unpredictability, not price. A 2020 study in Current Biology compared static $50 cat trees, 23% engagement after first week, rotated $2 toys with owner interaction, 67% engagement sustained. The difference was novelty and participation, not expense. Your cat's brain doesn't care about price. It cares about, is this novel? Is this unpredictable? Is this worth my attention? A toy rotating into the environment weekly is novel. A $50 toy sitting in the corner is predictable. Here's what's even more important than just preventing boredom. Sustained toy engagement actually affects your cat's psychological health. A 2021 study in animal welfare found that indoor cats with sustained interactive engagement showed 31% lower stress markers, better sleep quality, reduced behavioral problems, increased activity levels, higher quality of life indicators. Cats aren't just playing. They're psychologically engaging. They're using their hunting instincts. They're experiencing neurochemical rewards. A bored cat is literally more anxious, more stressed, and less healthy than an engaged cat. If you're realizing that you've been spending hundreds on the wrong approach, hit subscribe right now. Because at Creature Code, we're showing you that effective cat care isn't about expense. It's about understanding what cats actually need psychologically. Here's the full picture. Investment, 6 to 8 toys, $6 to $24 one-time cost. Time, 5 minutes weekly to rotate toys, 10 to 15 minutes daily to play with reintroduced toys. Results: sustained engagement, reduced boredom, better psychological health, fewer behavioral problems. The ROI: one $50 toy replaced by a $5 rotation system. But the rotation system is more effective. Over a year, that's $50 wasted on expensive static toys versus $30 total investment in rotation system that's more effective. It's not just cheaper. It's better. Here's the reason this isn't common knowledge. Pet companies profit from you constantly buying new things. If people realized a $5 rotation system is more effective than $50 toys, companies would lose billions in revenue. So the marketing tells you, buy this premium toy, your cat will love it forever. But the science shows, a cheap toy on rotation is more engaging than an expensive static toy. Companies don't want you to know this because novelty through rotation is free, after initial investment. They want you buying continuously. Here's what I need you to understand about indoor cat boredom. It's not solved by spending more money. It's solved by understanding how your cat's brain works. Your cat's brain craves novelty, unpredictability, engagement. You can provide that through rotation, not through expense. A $5 toy that disappears for 2 weeks and reappears is more interesting to your cat than a $50 toy that's always there. So tonight, look at your cat's toys. Make a list. Calculate the total you've spent on toys that your cat ignores. Then implement the rotation system. Spend $5 to $30 on a strategic collection of toys. Put them on rotation. Watch what happens. Your bored cat will become engaged. Your stressed cat will become calmer. Your expensive toy collection will become unnecessary. And you'll save money while actually making your cat happier. That's not a trade-off. That's winning. Drop a comment with how much you've spent on toys your cat ignores. That's the amount you're going to save with the rotation system. And subscribe to Creature Code, because cat care doesn't require expensive products. It requires understanding. And we're here to provide both.